Welcome, everybody. We got 6 breaks tonight. We're going to start off, with our 25 certified, not the Phoenix. That'll be the next one. Certified coming up. This one is full. 25 certified football PYT 763. Then we have 25 Phoenix football hobby PYT 764. 25 Topps Chrome baseball jumbo hobby PYT 756. We do have a couple teams left in that one. There is a link and code to get 10% off those teams in the chat. 25 Prism Baseball Hobby PYT 766. 25 Topps Allen Ginter Baseball Hobby PYT 767. And then our final break of the night is our 25 Mosaic Football No Huddle Hobby PYT 759. That one we had one team left when we went live. So when we went live, we had 3 teams left. Let's pull the list up for this first break. It is the certified break. This one is full. Your teams are on the left, or your names are on the left, your teams are on the right. We got Try down here with the Giants in the bottom spot. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess, so if you're watching live, throw a name out there, and if you guess correct, again, you will get 20 in credit to use in our shop for any breaks, packs, or boxes. Good luck to everybody in this one. 10 packs, 5 cards per pack, 2 autos, 2 mims per box on average. Ten packs, there's an empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one. And up next, Phoenix football. If you're in Phoenix, that is coming up next. Out of 299, we have Jim Kelly on the Immortals. There's Travis Hunter, rookie Travis Hunter out of 100. Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zach Charbonnet. We have the Franchise Foundation, Saquon Barkley. There's our first auto. Elick Imanor on the freshman fabric auto. One of the Titans. That is out of 399. Should have one more auto in this break. You guys are guessing the player on that auto for 20 in credit. Yeah, Travis Kelce, Jesse Bates, and Justin Jefferson. Next pack. Up next is the 25 Phoenix PYT 764. Our Kid Reporter card. Immortals Anthony Munoz, Jamar Chase, Jalen Hurts, Jair Alexander, Baker Mayfield. Cam Ward on the certified rookies. And Leroy Kelly is going to be the last auto. That's a mirror signature. Leroy Kelly, that one is out of 35. 4 out of 35 on that one. We do have breaks scheduled for Thursday as well. Future break schedule will take you to those. There's Jordan Love, Mike Evans, Geno Smith. Next back. Another Kid Reporter card. We have Certified Star. That is Derrick Henry. We got a filler in there. Malik Starks out of 299. Aaron Jones, Myles Garrett, Saquon Barkley. Randy Moss on the Immortals for the Patriots. We got a certified baller mem of Patrick Mahomes out of 75. That's a nice hit for the Chiefs. We have Jackson Smith and Jigba, Xavier Worthy, Lamar Jackson. Talk a little bit what we have so far. We still have 4 packs left. And Phoenix will be up next, and then we have Topps Chrome Baseball Jumbo after that. Okay, we will be back on Thursday as well. We've got a full schedule set up for that. Plenty of spots available on those. Again, the future break schedule link will take you to that. Those listings are on eBay now. Then we will be back again on Monday next week. We may only break once next week. Depends. At least the second time would be during the weekend if possible. There's Dexter Lawrence. We have Tyler Warren out of 399. The new generation men for the Colts. Brock Bowers, James Cook. And we have Jahmyr Gibbs. Certified rookie Caleb Johnson for the Steelers. Out of 225, TJ Watt for the Steelers. AJ Brown for the Eagles. Josh Jacobs, Calvin Ridley. Quarter card. Brock Purdy certified stars. Ramondre Stevenson out of 50. We have Zay Flowers, JJ McCarthy, Jerry Jeudy, and our final pack of the break. Out of 99, Bijan Robinson. There's a filler. And we got Titaroa McMillan out of 399 for the Panthers. Fish Gonzalez, Bucky Irving, Kareem Hunt. Let's talk a little recap. Then we'll move on to our 25 Phoenix football Hobby PYT 754. Okay, a couple more here to top load, and we'll do the recap. All right, let's do a recap. There's the Tyler Warren. That was out of 399. What's up, Goody? Out of 225, we got TJ Watts. Out of 50, Ramondre Stevenson. Out of 99, Bijan Robinson. Out of 399, we got Ted McMillan. Out of 299, Jim Kelly on the Immortals. Out of 100, that is Travis Hunter. Out of 299, Malik Starks. Certified baller mem of Patrick Mahomes out of 75. Ian Manor out of 399 on the rookie patch. Auto there. And Leroy Kelly out of 35 on the mirror signatures. That was going to the Browns. And that was the guess of the break. That's going to do it for break number 1. Phoenix football is up next. Let me get that list pulled up. And look at the title updated here. Still have 3 spots left in tonight's breaks. There is a link in the chat if anybody wants to grab those. Here's our list for the next break. Your names are on the left, teams are on the right. Waypoint down here with the Seahawks in the bottom spot. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. We'll be right back with PYT 764 in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go. Break number 2, PYT 764. This is our 25 Phoenix Hop. 2 autos, 1 mem, 12 cards per pack, 5 for 12 packs, 5 cards per pack. Good luck to everybody in this one. There's our empty box. Pack number 1. We got Amari and Hampton for the Chargers. There's a nice Travis Hunter dual mem auto right there for Jacksonville. Nice hit for the Jags. Good start to the break. It is numbered out of 249, 79 out of 249 on the Travis Hunter dual mem auto. We got Patrick Mahomes, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Haynes. Would be cool if they did the coaches' cards, like first time coaches have rookie cards for them. They never do that. There's Quinchon Judkins, Andres Regales, Matthew Stafford on the contours, Derwin James, Roquan Smith. They threw a Ben Johnson rookie card in there for the Bears spots. Those cards would go for good money. Kyle Manungai, the Bears. Ooh, we got a triple patch for the Lions. Ooh, and that's some damage. I'll save one of these packs and send with this card here, and you might be able to contact Panini. It's awful. What a cool card, though. Herman Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Calvin Johnson, triple mem out of 299, 170 out of 299. See if they can maybe replace that. Dents and scratches on it. That's unfortunate. Cam Scatterbo, that is out of 199. Drake London, Chris Chambers. Our next pack. There's DJ Giddens, Chase Brown, J.C. Horn, Joe Theismann, Dak Prescott. I haven't been able to see much of the second half, so I just assume there's probably too much time. He only needs 40 more yards. Imanor, Cal McCord, Jameer Gibbs on the Thunderbirds, Chris Olave, Eric Armstead, Emeka Abuka, Brock Bowers, John Lynch, Josh Jacobs, Willis McGahee, Trevor Etienne. There we got Luther Burden on the rookie patch for the Bears. That's the jumbo there. Pandora patch. Luther Burden. That is out of 249. 34 out of 249. Nice hit for the Bears spot. Hopefully that ankle injury he got Sunday isn't too bad. He'll be able to play next week. Looks like they're going to be without a couple of the receivers: Taysom Hill, Dalton Schultz, Ricky Williams. I think Roma Dunze could be done for the year. Derek Harmon, Derrick Henry, Malik Neighbors. That is out of 299. Drake May, Jaden Reed. Jackson Dart, Nick Scranton, Michael Penix on the Paragon, CJ Stroud, Hunter Henry. 3 packs left. One good thing about Pittsburgh having the ball, they eat the clock up. Quinn Ewers. Landon Jackson, is that an extra auto, or do we only have one so far? Landon Jackson, rookie auto for the Bills spot. Doesn't seem like we ever get too many Bills autos. Nice Landon Jackson auto out of 199. Russell Wilson on the team color blue there. That's a nice one out of 50. One of the Giants. Another coach, Nick Sirianni. Devon Vele. Last 2 packs coming up. Up next after this is 25 Topps Chrome Baseball Jumbo Hobby. PYT 756. We had one team left. JT Tuamalalu. There's Isaac Tesla. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Ike Smith. Joe Burrow. Nick Martin. Tua Tagovailoa. There's Xavier Worthy, Jim Everett. Oh, that's got a little dent in it. Thanks to Ted Hendricks. Let's top load recap. Then we'll move on. To the next break. Again, that's going to be Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball Hobby. All right. Do our recap here. We got this Cam Scatabo out of 199. Malik Neighbors out of 299. Russell Wilson out of 50. Travis Hunter on the dual patch auto. That was out of 249 for the Jags. There's that triple patch. All that damage on it. I will send a pack. Put this out of 299. Luther Burden out of 249. And Landon Jackson was the guest of the break out of 199. But yeah, I'll send one of these so they can all support. See if they'll give you a replacement. Maybe you can even direct them to the live break so they can see we opened the pack and that card was damaged. All right, guys, that does it for break number 2. Up next is PYT 756. Let me update the title, then we'll update the list. I think you'd rather play me than Squire anyway. Wow, this camera keeps getting turned like that. All right, we have 2 spots left in this one. We got the Phillies and Rangers. Again, the link is in the chat, guys. We should have 3 autos in this box. Get your guesses. The player on the last auto for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess. So if you're watching live, throw a name out there that's in that 25 Topps Chrome product. If he's on the auto, the last auto of the break, you'll get 20 in credit to use in our shop for any breaks, packs, or boxes. Grab the Phillies, grab the Rangers. We'll be right back with 25 Topps Chrome Jumbo Hobby PYT 756 in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with PYT 756. Good luck to everybody in this one. Grab the Phillies, grab those 12 packs, 11 cards per pack, 3 autos per box on average. And some of those may be redemptions. You get a redemption, something like that. Make sure you redeem them as quickly as possible. Don't want them sitting around to expire. We had a redemption here for Jameer Gibbs. Can't remember if it was an auto. I guess it was an auto. Rookie auto. Must have been from a spot that didn't sell. It ended up expiring, but we redeemed it. I don't know what they'll end up giving us. They'll give us that card or something else. Sometimes they'll only give you like Panini points. There's Nolan Jones, Thomas Sagasi, Garrett Cole, Byron Buxton, Sean Manaea. There's a negative. Fractor Nico Cavilas, Tariq Skubal, Ronald Acuna, Gustavo Campero, Nick Sogard, Matt Olson. There's that future break schedule link if you guys want to grab spots in Thursday's breaks. Go through there. You'll see what we have scheduled and the times will go off. There's Max Muncy, Bo Bichette, Dansby Swanson, Hunter Green, Gunnar Henderson. Ooh, there we go. There's our first 3 autos. Ryan Bliss. That is out of 150, 138 out of 150. And I've had several of these top loaders break. It's been a bad batch. There we have Anthony Volpe on the Future Stars. Power players, that is Bryce Harper. Arte for the White Sox. Jace Jung, Michael Waka. Up next after this one's our 25 Prism Baseball Hobby, PYT 766. That is coming up next. Miguel Andujar. Nico Horner. Hayden Birdsong, Tristan McKenzie, Jose Altuve, Jonathan India, Kyle Schwarber, Gunnar Henderson, Max Fried, Lane Thomas, Seiya Suzuki. Still have time to get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this break. Brendan Donovan, Waffenstein, we got Aaron Nola, Teoscar Hernandez, Ezekiel Tovar, Alex Bregman. 35th anniversary, Austin Riley. There's JJ Blade, Alec Bone, Angel Martinez, Brent Rooker. Adele Amandor, Mason Miller, Jackson Jobe, Bryce Harper, Nick Gonzalez, Willie Adamas, Kevin Alcantara, Spencer Strider, Andrew Vaughn, Nestor Cortez, Matt Shaw. Elnell Cruz, Hunter Paducah, Logan Gilbert, Alec Burleson, Adolis Garcia, Gustavo Campero, out of 499, going to the Angels, a refractor rookie auto. Auto number 2. There's Paul Skeens on the Future Stars. Nolan Arenado, Michael Hellman rookie. Lisa Rise, Carlos Navarez. Next pack. Christian Walker, Luis de los Santos, Jay Langoliers, Royce Lewis, Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman, John Carlos Stanton, Patel Marte, Zach Wheeler, Pete Fairbanks, Teodosio for the Angels. There's 5 packs left. 4 after this one here. Alda Gary, Rafael Devers, Zach Vincenzo, Garrett Mitchell, Vinny Pasquantino, Oscar Hernandez out of 199 for the Dodgers. All-Etch Chris Sale, Fernando Tatis, Trace Sweeney, Adam Mazur, and Matt Strand. Brian Hayes, Ty Madden, Brandon Nemo, Jackson Churio, Jeff McNeil, Logan Webb, Brooks Lee, Dansby Swanson, Ronald Acuna, Aaron Schunk, Andres Jimenez, Kumar Rocker, Xander Bogaerts, Hayden Ha-Seong Kim, Dave McClanahan, Wyatt Langford, Corbin Burns out of 299. Again, guys, Prism Baseball PYT 766 coming up next. Bryce Harper, Wilson Contreras, Dylan Cruz, Carlos Rodriguez, Dirksen Profar. We got 2 packs left. We got 3 breaks left tonight. We got the Prism Baseball. Then we got 25 Allen Ginter, and then we got Mosaic No Huddle 2025 football. Matt McLean, Dustin Harris, Jazz Chisholm, Mackenzie Gore, Lawrence Butler, Luis Saravino, Corey Seager, Hunter Green, Juan Yepes, Graceffo, rookie, and we have Gilbert Diaz. Final pack of this break. Christian Mena, Adrian Del Castillo, Tyler O'Neill, Connor Wong, Kevin Lux, Billy Cook is our final auto. We'll keep Billy Cook for the Pirates. Jackson Churio, Pete Crow Armstrong, Caden Dana, Jesse Winker, and Billy Cook again. Let's top load recap, then we'll move on to Prism Baseball. You can grab your spots, guys, and Thursday's breaks will be live 9 p.m. Central. Full slate of breaks. Got plenty of spots available on those. Out of 199, that is Teoscar Hernandez. Corbin Burns out of 299. Nico Cavadas for the Angels on a negative refractor. Ryan Bliss out of 150 for Seattle. Gustavo Campero out of 499 for the Angels. And Billy Cook on the base auto for the Pirates. All right, that does it for this one. Some baseball is coming up next. Let me get the title updated. We'll get the list pulled up here. By T766. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 credit. We should have 3 autos per box on average. Here's our list for the Prism Baseball PYT 766. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. Be right back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with our Prism Baseball hobby. 12 packs, 12 cards per pack, 3 autos per box. Good luck to everybody in this one. Here's our box. All right, here we go. Pack number 1. Cooper Pratt, Blake Mitchell, Alex Freeland, Montrell Willis, Elston Howard, Tommy White, Adrian Gonzalez out of 299. We got the Darren Baker Red Waves. Those are not numbered. Cam Smith, Jonah Tong, Matt Wieters, Kendall George. And our next pack. Million Petrie, Max Muncy, Eddie Collins, Enrique Broadfield, Roy Campanella, Jackson Churio, Braylon Payne out of 75, Pedro Martinez, Christian Campbell, Ken Griffey Sr., Miles Naylor, and Sasaki. Kyle DeBarge, Kevin McGonigal, Bryce Cunningham, Carter Jensen, Brett Saberhagen, Jake Arrieta, Paul O'Neill out of 499. First auto, we got Josh Hood for Seattle. Stingers of Ethan Holiday. Zach Veen, rookie. Bryce Matthews. Benito Santiago. Six-pack. Owen Casey. Leo DeVries, Tim Hudson, Joe Torre, Adam Jones, Andrew Painter, Kyle Teal on the blue out of 199, Blake Burke, Cam Smith, Leo DeRocher, Robin Ventura, Rhett Loader, Robin Yount, Trish Speaker, Thomas White, Don Mattingly, Sammy Sosa, Ty Cobb. We got Kirstead out of 99, Gil Hodges, Kumar Rocker, Colin Hawk, Dylan Grayling, Chase Jung, Jordan Lawler, Vince Fielder, Johnny Bench, Asian Ko, Monty Irvin, Ogasawara, Nick Kurtz out of 499, Hagen Smith, Leo DeVries, Nolan Ryan, Buster Posey, Nick Kurtz again on the rookie. We'll top load these. You'll have time to get your guesses in for the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. Right. So the last half of this break up next after this is our 25 top Allen Ginter baseball. Will be coming up next. Nelson Cruz, Bronson Arroyo, Brock Porter, Cal Ripken, Joe DiMaggio, Tom Glavine, Braden Taylor out of 299. Kirstead Gold, this should be out of 10, 5 out of 10. Nice hit. Talisman of Nick Kurtz, David Shields, Alex Rodriguez, Roberto Clemente, Josua Gonzalez, Jacob Mizorowski, Roger Hornsby, Brady Abel, David Ortiz, Cam Caminetti, Ikeo Arobi out of 149, Marcelo Mayer, Vinny Ramirez, Vance Honeycutt, Josu DePaula, Deion Sanders, Spencer Agoretti, Carson Williams, Lazaro Montez, Hank Greenberg, Duandy Morales, Thomas Harrington, Ray Savage out of 499. And we have an auto of JC Escarara from New York on the sensational signatures. And we got 2 breaks left. We got Bryce Renier, Steve King, Bob Gibson, Hurston Walter. Brian Salone, Larry Walker, Dylan Cruz, Al Kaline, Tommy Troy, George Lombard, Roberto Clemente out of 199, Jose Canseco for the Rangers, Jacob Wilson, Alejandro Rosario, Austin Wells, Jay Dixon Paez, Braylon Payne, R1 Numala, Trey Morgan, Armin Killebrew, Brandon Sparat, and Johan Santana is going to be our third auto. To be the guest of the break. Your silver Johan Santana legendary auto. I sit for this twin spot. We got Brady Abel out of 499. Kellen Lindsay on the red wave. Kim Caminetti, Roman Anthony, James Tibbs, Luke Keyshaw. We have Griff O'Farrell, Cliff Lee, Darlin Cava, Kyle Teal, Ryan Sandberg, Chris Cortez, Levi Johnson on 299, Andrew Walters, Leo DeVries, Luis Baez, Jake Peavy, and Braxton Ashcroft to end it. We're going to top load, recap, then we're going to move on to our Alan Ginter coming up next. All right, one more to top load. Again, we got 2 breaks left, our Alan Ginter and our Mosaic No Huddle Football. Braden Taylor out of 299. Instead out of 10. K.O. Roby out of 149. Brady Savage out of 499. Roberto Clemente out of 199. Brady Abel out of 499. Levi Wells out of 299. Adrian Gonzalez out of 299. Braylon Payne out of 75. Paul O'Neill out of 499. Kyle Teal out of 199. Instead out of 99. Nick Kurtz out of 499. Josh Hood on the base auto. JC Escara on the base auto. And our silver Johan Santana legendary for the Twins and the guest of the break. That'll do it for Prism Baseball. Let's get the next break together. That is going to be break number 5, and our 25 Allen Ginter PYT 767 is coming up next. This one is full. You guys are guessing the player on the last hit, whether it's a bat relic, an auto, a rip card. Booklets, I believe we have possibilities of as well. Here's our list for PYT 767. Get your guesses in for the player on the last hit. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, here we go, guys. This is 25 Allen Ginter PYT 7, 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. A little bit of everything in this box. Good luck to everyone. Grab teams in here. Everyone who gets their guesses in as well. Empty box. Packs. We got Mark Long, Rod Carew, Pete Crow Armstrong, Reichel, Zach Reichel, Brandon Nemo, Elena. We got Minnie, and the Angels rally to win the World Series. Marcus Simeon, Chuck Reagan, Mike Schmidt, John Hall, Sway Calloway, Lawrence Butler, Kelvin Alcantara. Blue Jays in their first World Series. Cara Maria Sorbello, Zibby Matthews, Andrew Benintendi, William Fichtner, Babe Ruth, Orlando Cepeda, Don Mattingly, and the Wicked Curves, the White Gooden. Fergie Jenkins, Dave Verdes, Edgar Cuero, Ernie Banks, Keenan Thompson, Roger Maris, Cam Smith, rookie, Wicked Curves, Oral Hershiser, Wilson Contreras, Chris Sale, DJ Herbs, Felix Hernandez, Ethan Zohan, Kerry Carpenter, Yoshida on the mini, and the Dodgers won the World Series. Randy Johnson, DJ Mighty Mike, Izzy Dean, Blake Snell, Taylor Rooks, Lugano, Beaching at South Beach mini. We had the Mets win the World Series. Max Scherzer, Ellie De La Cruz, Salvador Perez, Jackson Churio, Wes Bregman, Joe Rizzuto, Eddie Murray, and Sparky Lyle. Mini of Matt Olson, Marcelo Meyer, Cesar Tovar, Christian Yelich, Jackie Robinson, we got Jimenez, Violet, another Wicked Curves, 11. Max Muncy, Tom Marshall, Justin Henry Malloy, Brian Cranston, Ty Cobb, Ben Rice, Chase Young. The Yankees win the pennant. Nolan Ryan, Paul Skeens, Roger Clemens, Matthew Boyd, Andrew Romine, Wes Bregman, Malloy again. We got the Yankees win the World Series. Up next after this one is 25 Mosaic Football No Huddle. Winfield, Mike Trout. We got Wynn, Cal Ripken Jr., Ichiro, DiMaggio. We got Seahorse on the mini. Don Drysdale on the Wicked Curves. Jazz Chisholm, Dick Williams, Christian Campbell. We got Clark, Cecil Lindor, Jim Tomei, Connor Norby, Wicked Curve, Mark Burley. They haven't hit any of our hits yet. Tom May. We got Chris Bryant, Seth Lugo, Reggie Jackson, Joe DiMaggio. Reds win the World Series. Holt Keith, Andrew McCutchen, Gunnar Henderson. There we go. We got our first hit here. This is Sandy Alcantara on the relic, or the jersey piece there. We have Bryce Turang, King Griffey Jr. Cubs won the World Series. Joe Godino, River Ryan, Joel, Green, Campanella, Yogi Berra. Like the Knights, we got the Longerhead Lighthouse. Wicked Curves, Greg Maddox. Richard Kind. We got Ricky Henderson, Hogan Gilbert, Demaga, Drew Thorpe, Thomas Sagasi. Got Nemo. Marlins won the World Series. Scott Sheldon. There's a mini of Tim Raines. Bo Jackson. Holiday, Cal Raleigh, Lindor, Pudge Rodriguez, Don Sutton on the Wicked Curves. Laura Prepon, Jordan Alvarez, Rick Baldwin, Riley Green, Joey Garza Deadeye, Ryan Bliss, Victor Mesa. Phillies win the World Series. Livy Dunn. Vinny Volpe. JJ Bleday. Max Fried. Grant McCray. Dennis Eckersley. Colt Keith on the mini. David Cohn, Wicked Curves. Greg Barnett. Daniel Scheineman. Cheenman. Mark McGuire. Kyle Schwarber. Yu Darvish. Oops. Those are the wrong spots. Darvish. Bruce Sutter. Garrett Crochet, Wicked Curve, and Jack Morse. We got 4 packs left. 1 break left. We got 25 Mosaic No Huddle coming up. So if you're in that break, Dario Franchitti, Lou Gehrig, Jung. That is Peter Weber, pilot. Dieter. We got Dylan Cruz, Robin Youts. Orioles win the World Series. 3 packs left. Don't forget, guys, to grab your spots for Thursday's breaks. That future break schedule link in the chat. There's DJ Khaled, Carlton Fisk, Contreras, Big Sean, Juan Soto, Mike Mussina, State Birds, Delaware, Blue Hen Chicken, Blake Snell, Mike Chapman, Acuna, Dolander, Mr. Eon, Tim Raines, Sam Aldegaretti, Joe Gogino, Arch Madness Cardinals win, and our final pack of the break. We got Barrios, Vlad Jr., Oral Hershiser, Ray Turner, Al Kaline, it's Walter Johnson, Syl Nair, and Andy Pettit. So we got our relic. That was the only hit of the break. It was Sandy Alcantara. We got some silver stuff in there. I will top load. That's going to do it for Alan Ginter. Up next is Mosaic No Huddle. We did have 1 team left in that one. Let's see if that one is sold. The Jets. We got the New York Jets are the last team left tonight. There's a link in the chat if anybody wants to grab them. PYT 759, 25 Mosaic No Huddle coming up next. Our last break of the night. That started in just a moment. Let me go to our list. Sorry. Pull. There's your names are on the left, teams are on the right, the Jets are available. Yeah, that was not a good one. All those boxes with all those 1-on-1s that took away some of our hits. All right, guys, we'll be back with the last break of the night, PYT 759. All right, guys, here we go with the last break of the night. This is our Mosaic No Huddle. Somebody grab the Jets. Let's get this one filled. Guess the player on the last auto for 20 credit. We should have one auto per box, 12 packs, 12 cards per pack. Good luck to everybody in this one. Our 3 silvers, pin no huddle parallels. Off the rare entrance, you can find those micro mosaics, those stained glass. There's our empty box. Here we go with pack number 1, John Elway, Jordan Addison, George Kittle, Woody Marks, Kyler Murray, out of 50. Moments in Time, Garrett Wilson, Audric Estime, R.J. Harvey, Demario Davis, Will Shakur, Aaron Williams, Chuba Hubbard. Next pack. Mike Gesicki, Dan Fouts, Jamal Charles, Graham Mertz, DJ Giddens, Kareem Hunt, out of 99. Jerome Bettis, David Montgomery, Matthew Golden, Kenneth Walker, Greg Zuerlein, Randy Moss. Montez Sweat, Warren Moon, Trey Benson, Quinn Ewers, Minamastery Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Lane is going to be our auto on the blue. No huddle parallel. Jalen Lane for the Commanders. The rest of that pack was CeeDee Lamb. Oh. German Games, that is Chuba Hubbard. Paul Lewis, Victor Cruz, DJ Moore, Frank Gore. Jerome Ford, Toby Myers, Chop Robinson, Kyle Williams, Mason Graham, Andre Lambert Smith, Tyrone Tracy, Cade Otten, Terrell Owens, Devin Hester, Jake Ferguson, Robert Brazell. Again, guys, we will be back Thursday, 9 p.m. Central. There's Larry Fitzgerald, Brock Bowers, Sam Laporta. Yeah, it was close. LaJohntay Wester, DJ Moore, Jeremy Shockey, Ted McMillan, Saquon Barkley, Bryce Young, Paul Anderson, Jared Goff, and Joe Green. Altoon, Malik Neighbors, Devon Achane, Jackson Hawes, Dan Fouts, Malik Neighbors, Adam Thielen, Jalen Milroe, Austin Hooper, Odell Beckham Jr., Jack Campbell, Joe Theismann. Halfway through this one. Troy Franklin, Jordan Love, Keith Brown, Nick Scranton, Jack Vetch, Jackson Dart, out of 50, 35 out of 50 for the Giants. For the Giants there, Drake May, Bill Cowher, Quinshon Judkins, Javion Clowney, Travis Etienne, Randy Gradishaw. Tyler Newman, Xavier Legette, Lamar Jackson, Gail Williams, Ashton Genty. We got Travis Hunter on the introductions. All those base no huddle parallels will get top loaded before we ship. Julius Peppers, Andrew Van Ginkel, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Zach Ertz, Tua, TJ Hawkinson. Justin Jefferson, Steve Spurrier, Bucky Irving, Quinshon Judkins, Matthew Golden, Bernie Kosar in the pink. That is out of 20. 2 out of 20 going to the Browns. Antonio Gates, Anenas Williams, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Horn, Dante Culpepper, and Alvin Kamara. A.J. Brown, Roddy White, Kareem Hunt, Mason Taylor, Rondé Barber. And we got the carbon copy Travis Kelce, Tyler Warren. That'll get random unless the Colts and Chiefs are owned by the same person. It looks like we will random that at the end. Thurman Thomas, Brett Favre, Wes Welker, Tony Pollard, Trey McBride, David Njoku. We got 2 packs left. Isaiah Davis, Jonathan Stewart, Chandler, Shamar Stewart, Kelvin Banks, Isaiah Davis, Colston Loveland, James Conner, Jamian Sherwood, Travis Kelce, Tyrone Tracy, Christian McCaffrey. Cortland Sutton, Caleb Williams, Hunter Henry, Dante Thornton, Rondé Barber, Patrick Willis, Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Newman, Stephon Diggs, Deion Branch, Fred Warner, and Anthony Richardson. A couple of these, and we'll random off the carbon copy. That's a no huddle parallel as well. Tyler Warren and Travis Kelce on that one. That'll be between the Chiefs, Colts. And this was the last break of the night. We will be back on Thursday, 9 p.m. Central. Grab your spots in those breaks. We got plenty of spots available. All right, this carbon copy is going to get random between the Chiefs and Colts. Get that set up real quick. All right, here's our list. We got the Chiefs and Colts. We're going to randomize that list 5 times. 3 and 2 is 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our 5th and final time, 5 times. On to the Colts. Right here. All right, so this will go to the Colts spot. Kelce, Tyler Warren. Do a recap. Kyler Murray on the purple. Out of 54 out of 50. Kareem Hunt out of 99. Jackson Dart out of 50. Bernie Kosar for the Browns out of 20. And our auto was Jalen Lane for the Commanders on the no huddle parallel auto. All right, guys, that does it for the breaks. I appreciate everybody hopping in. We will be back on Thursday. Grab your spots. Have a great night. We'll see you Thursday.